Good morning, everyone. It's Yvonne here to do the reading for the lovely sign of Libra. Libra, even if you are a Libra moon like me, or you are a Libra rising, or you have Libra somewhere in your chart, this reading may resonate with you. It definitely is for Libra sun. So if I ask you what sign you are and you say I'm a Libra, then that is your sun sign. But it doesn't matter where Libra appears in your chart, you can watch this reading. If you're unsure about that, you can go and Google a natal chart or a birth chart, put in the details of your birth and find out what planets were with you when you were born. And each of those planets would represent an aspect and relate to an aspect of yourself. So it doesn't really matter. You could pretty much watch most readings, and if they resonate with you, then they're yours to take. I do get that quite a lot. You know, when people say, what sign is this meant for? If it doesn't have a sign, it's meant for anybody it resonates with. That's the best way of putting it. So sometimes you can turn on YouTube and start watching something and it feels like it's your reading. And if it feels like it's your reading and you know in your gut that it feels like it's your reading, then 100% it's your reading. Don't question that. We tend to sort of, with our intuition, perhaps not always trust where we're being led, but yeah, if you're watching something, sometimes you can watch a reading and it just doesn't feel like your reading at all. Like it might not be anything like you want to hear, but it just wasn't your reading. Don't try to make it fit, is my best way of talking. Like if you want to watch the reading, there may be some little nuggets of, you know, things that may help you on your road, but if it doesn't feel like your reading, don't make it fit you, because people do that too. So it's about really trusting your intuition, not making things belong to you if they don't belong to you. Alrighty. Let's see what's happening for you, Libra. Okay, so we're starting off with the Knight of Coins. So there is some sort of action being taken on something here. So the Knights are all about taking action, doing. This is someone coming in with some sort of offer, but they're taking action on it. They're not just talking to you or phoning you or emailing you. This is a person knocking on your door, ringing you up and offering you something. It sometimes can mean that a job is coming your way. You may have just come into money. There may be money that's owed to you, but definitely to do, like, for example, you know, you're looking for a house, you can't find a house, and then somebody rings you up and says, you applied for this house and it's yours, come and grab it. So it's sort of like that sort of energy. So it's to do with money or resources here. It can be that you're being offered a relationship, but this isn't an offer of a date. That's what the pages are for. This is the offer of commitment or moving in a new direction, or certainly picking up some sort of relationship, like it could be, you know, the offer of an engagement ring, for example. All right, so we have the Three of Swords. So we thought this offer would never come. You know, it has a little bit of a similar feeling again to the What's Cracking reading, and I feel that when you're picking up on the energies, you're picking up on the energies in the universe. The Three of Swords can talk about, you know, a long-term sadness, something that's sat with you for a really long time. Sometimes it can be a third-party interference in some sort of heartfelt relationship. For me, it doesn't always mean that. The Three of Cups is very much about third party for me, but the Three of Swords is slightly different. Like, to me, this is you've broken up with someone because they couldn't be with you because maybe they weren't feeling the same way. Maybe they couldn't commit to you because they were living overseas, or maybe they couldn't commit to you for some other reason. That is what the Three of Swords feels like always to me. Like something's come between two people. Sometimes it can be that you just couldn't get on the same page with somebody, and that the interference is communication or lack of communication. But it certainly feels to me like something that you have been waiting on, or feeling that was maybe not acted on previously, has caused you a lot of distress in the past. Someone's now ready to put in the hard yards here. We have the Nine of Pentacles. So this is someone who has either become single or is financially ready to make an offer to you. Now, we do have the Devil card, so this Capricorn Leo energy coming through very strongly here with the Nine of Cups, which is the Wish card. All right, so whatever this offer is coming towards you feels like it's been a long road. So this isn't something that, you know, just sort of fell over in the last few weeks. This is something you've put a lot of healing into, a lot of heartfelt pain, a lot of energy here of investment. If you separated from somebody 3 years ago because they couldn't commit to you for whatever reason, then it's possible they are on their way back to you. There could be an ego thing with the Devil card there. It could have been addiction. It could be that it's taken 3 years for your person to get past something in order to move towards you. But I feel like they're ready now with that Nine of Pentacles. If this isn't romance for you, then it could be that you finally got some sort of offer from somebody after a period of time when they were not able to make the offer to you before. So, for example, if it's to do with a job, you may have applied for a job more than once. You may have your eye on something, but you never got it. But to me, it feels like you've made so many changes in the meantime, or really worked at making or becoming a better version of yourself for whatever reason. All right, let's have a look and see. But very similar energy again to the What's Cracking reading. Same card, same position, Nine of Swords. All right, Three of Pentacles coming through again, the World card, and the Three of Wands. This is definitely to do with your future. It's definitely to do with a soul contract. It's something here to do with travel, completing a cycle, maybe sort of getting through a time where you were working on your anxiety or working on something for yourself, definitely. Maybe somebody you met online is finally coming in. Could be somebody you met online who lived overseas. This isn't catfishing. This is a genuine relationship here. But I feel like that Nine of Swords energy again, it was something you haven't anticipated or expected. Now, for you, those of you that this is a work offer, a house offer, especially with that Three of Wands here, the promise of something good to come is about to come, and it's because you've completed a cycle. So sometimes when we've been in a situation and we come out of that situation knowing that we need to heal before we move forward, and you know 3 years is not an unrealistic amount of time to heal some of the wounds that we carry around with us. That Three of Pentacles tells me you're right in alignment with what you're meant to be in alignment with. So somebody's definitely meeting you here. Somebody is definitely coming in here. There is definitely a contract here. It could be a relationship contract. It could be a contract for a house. Absolutely, with these two cards. But that World card makes me feel like it's got something to do with overseas or travel, without a doubt. Because the World for me can talk about a completion, especially if we're sort of going into that new cycle. But in this particular one, this World card makes me feel like it's got something to do with overseas travel. So either somebody's traveling towards you or you're traveling towards somebody. Let's keep going. The Star card here over the Three of Pentacles, beautiful energy. The Hanged Man, you've been waiting a long time here with the Ace of Cups. You're getting a love offer here. I feel like I'm speaking to people about a love offer. But you know, the Ace of Cups can represent for me an offer of something you love. Have you been trying to have a child for a really long time? I wonder if I'm speaking to people here who've had to travel to have like IVF or fertility treatment, because that would make me feel like the 3 years stands out very well for that reason. The Hanged Man makes me feel like no matter what this situation is, you've had to approach it from a different perspective. You know, if it was a broken relationship, a lot of people go into this idea of, you know, the victim mentality, which is reasonable. If you've had a relationship breakup, you can immediately get into that energy of why me, poor me. We all do it. And sometimes we can get so stuck in that energy, we don't really see what what we need to heal. We're so busy focusing on the other person. And I always say to people, try not to focus on your object of desire, because it can be so soul destroying and can really tear you apart at the guts of it all. And I feel like you need to really focus on your own healing. So it's no good coming out of something, seeing it as the other person's fault and not seeing that you have a place in it. And it might not mean that you're bad or you're evil or you've done something wrong. It may just mean that you have some issues around rejection, abandonment, those sort of things. So then we need to heal those. And they come from our childhood and our upbringing. Abandonment by parents. It can be that your parents never allowed you to make mistakes, but whatever. So if you're coming out of a healing period here, I feel like a love offer is coming to you, and it's definitely something that's aligned with your path. We now have 2 aces in this reading. King of Swords coming through and the Ace of Swords. We have 3 aces in this reading. So it's very relevant to somebody here. I feel like you may have been on a path where you've left somebody behind that hasn't even spoken to you for 3 years. There's a real feeling here with this King of Swords, Ace of Swords, that something is about to be discussed that has been left in the dark for a really long time. Because I feel like with that Hanged Man, you might have been really confused about what was going on and you didn't get the answers or the closure you were looking for. And now it's all of a sudden, it's just all happening. I still feel that it's the 3-year mark. Could be with a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, but I don't feel like that is the case. I feel like the King of Swords is representing you, where you are now on your journey. The Ace of Swords for me is all about the truth, clarity, information coming through that's going to allow you to have a new beginning. And the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords together is just beautiful energy. And then we have the Ace of Cups here. So you've definitely got a new beginning. There is an offer coming through. Now it makes me feel like somebody left you behind 3 years ago or broke your heart. If it isn't a relationship for you, it still could be somebody in your life, but maybe not a romantic relationship. Somebody wants to invest in this now. I feel like they're ready here. I do have the Leo Capricorn cards here. I don't feel that this has any other bearing on this other than somebody has healed their ego. So if you were dealing with somebody here that stepped away from you because of their own ego, then I feel like they've healed something and they're ready to return. What a beautiful reading. Look at all these aces. It's crazy. 3 aces, 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, 3 of Swords. So I have all these 3s and then I have 3 aces. There wasn't a sign there, then something is definitely trying to show you something here. I just want to cut a couple of cards on this Ace of Swords and we'll move on. All right, I have the Temperance card. The timing is right. With the 7 of Coins, time's right to manifest something. Something you doubted you could bring to fruition here with that 5 of Wands, and then the Magician's there. So I have to say to you, there are 2 cards of manifestation here. So this is about planting seeds for the future, and this is about having all the tools you need. So whatever you've been working on, you need to know that your healing and what you've done for yourself has brought around a resolution, because I feel like your person has been on the same pathway, and I feel like somehow or another there is communication here that you never thought you would get. So let's have a look a little bit further, and we're reading for Libra. So let's have a look at an oracle card for you, Libra. I almost want to say to you, you know, you're right where you need to be now. So whatever healing you've done, whatever effort and energy you've put into something, it's like you're going to really flourish at the other end of that. And it's almost like I want to say to you, you deserve it. And look what you've got. Blossoming abundance. Alrighty. Let's have a look and see what that says. And you know what? That's card number 3. I bet somebody noticed that before I did. Increasing wealth and value. This card shows a beautiful golden garden in the springtime with coins and new flowers blossoming all around. They even hang like fruits on the trees. Upright, this card signals a new increase in wealth, possibly in a dramatic and unexpected way. Be aware that you sow the seeds of your own wealth and prosperity, manifestation, much like a gardener works the ground. The universe is blessing you and helping the fruits of your labor to blossom. Be grateful and enjoy. You know, sometimes when I get those cards through and they come through with such strong signs, I'm just so grateful that I get to do this work, because for me, that is so important. The Oracle card represents the reading. I'm going to leave you with that. It'll be the Scorpio reading tomorrow, so be watching for Scorpio. Thank you.